Is this the best dairy-free ice cream you can make without an ice cream maker? I think so, but maybe I'm biased, so I'll let you decide for yourself. Welcome back. I'm Steph, and if you're new here, I make vegan recipes that will make you say dairy who. If that sounds good to you, you are in the right place, so let's get into this recipe. First, you're gonna wanna soak 3/4 of a cup of raw cashews in some hot water for 10 minutes to soften them up for the blender. We're also gonna take the seeds out of 1/4 of a vanilla bean. If you can't get an actual vanilla bean, don't worry, we can just replace it with vanilla extract later. All right, so then we're gonna grab a blender and we're adding 2 cups of Oatly barista or full fat, the soaked cashews, 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of melted refined coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and the vanilla bean seeds. And then we're just gonna blend this until it's smooth, which may take a few minutes depending on your blender. All right, next we're gonna move this mixture over to a saucepan and we're going to heat it over medium-low heat while we're whisking constantly. So this is gonna do 2 things. First, it's going to bring out the flavor of the vanilla beans, and second, it's going to activate the cornstarch. So you wanna bring this mixture to a point where either it's steaming or like a slow boil, and you're just gonna keep whisking and cooking until it thickens ever so slightly, which should be around 30 to 60 seconds. If you notice it getting thicker before it's actually at a boil, you wanna take it off the heat. We're not going for a full pudding texture here. We just want a little bit of creaminess to inhibit that icy texture from forming when it freezes. All right, so after we take it off the heat, then we're gonna whisk in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you're not using the vanilla bean seeds, you can use 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract instead of 1 teaspoon. Okay, now I'm gonna pour this into some smaller silicone molds. This is gonna make it easy to pop it out once it freezes. You can also use a loaf pan or a Tupperware container if you don't have silicone molds. And I'm gonna let it cool down till it's like lukewarm to the touch before I put it in the freezer. It should take about 30 minutes. It's really important on the first freeze. You wanna let it freeze till it is rock solid. So that could take 3-4 hours, maybe more, depending on how much you're putting in a single container and how cold your freezer is, etc. All right, so it's frozen all the way through, but it's not ready just yet. If you eat it like this, you're gonna get that icy texture that we don't want. So I'm gonna let it soften at room temperature for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna pop it in the blender to break up all those ice crystals. If you have silicone molds, that's easy to just pop it out and put it right in the blender. But if you put it in a loaf pan or something else, you're gonna wanna wait until it's soft enough to scoop and then scoop it into the blender. All right, so we're gonna start it out on a low speed and then just gradually increase the speed as you go. You wanna keep blending until you have this creamy texture that's like a smoothie. And finally, we're gonna pour all of this into a loaf pan and put it back into the freezer for another hour or 2 to firm up. Also, if you want to, at this stage, you can fold anything into the ice cream that you want. If you want to put chocolate syrup, caramel, chocolate chips, Oreos, cookie dough, fruit, whatever you want, you can just kind of fold it in at this stage. And that's it. This is so good. I still can't believe I made it without an ice cream maker. And this ice cream, I love it because it has such a rich flavor. I am not normally a vanilla person, but this is so good. Whenever I make this, and this took a lot of tests to get here, so I've made this a lot. But whenever I make this, I just can't stop eating it. I'm always going back for seconds and thirds. This is also perfect with the peach cobbler that I made in the last video. I will link to that, I don't know, somewhere up here or down there or wherever if you want to check it out. And by the way, this chocolate syrup is homemade too. If you want to make it, it's just 2 ingredients. It is 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder with 1/4 cup of agave. Just whisk it up and you're good. All right, well, that should do it for this video. If you do make this recipe, I'm really excited to hear what you think. You can either leave me a comment here on this video or on my website. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you next time.